Oh, I hate being on camera, but I think it's okay. I don't know how to start off. Hi, Amazing Traveler Scholarship followers. I am with Rob Hillstead. He is a director and cinematographer extraordinaire. So tell us a bit about yourself.
I am a filmmaker from Regina. I worked in the film industry since I graduated from university 12 years ago. Sometimes as a lighting technician, sometimes as a DP, sometimes as a director, but always making films. I am also a seasoned traveler myself. I highly enjoy experiencing new cultures and sort of bringing to light social issues and things that you're just not exposed to at home. So I like to try and incorporate that into my work, and I do think that it balances me a bit as an individual as well.
Yeah, definitely. So what films have you worked on?
Probably the most famous I worked on would be X-Men 3, or Just Friends, which is a comedy with Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart, are probably the most famous blockbusters, although not necessarily my favorite. I'm a big fan of the smaller independent films, so I've had a chance to work with cinematographer Christopher Doyle on a film called Downloading Nancy, which was he's one of the world's greatest cinematographers and an absolute inspiration. And he is a traveler too. He comes from Australia and he works in Hong Kong. So you see that in his personality as well.
So what project are you working on right now, and where did you just come back from?
I'm working on a couple projects right now. I have a feature film that I directed this last year, which you were helping me out on. And then also I've been working on a feature-length documentary called Balik Bayan, which is a documentary about specifically about an orphanage / institute for underprivileged street kids in Tacloban in the Philippines, and sort of the aftermath of Typhoon Haiyan, or Yolanda as they call it there. So it's a documentary sort of talking about major social issues and sort of exposing the aftermath of the natural disaster.
Yeah, of course. Are you allowed to show us a few pictures?
Sure, yeah, I can. Of course, the easiest thing to go to is the damage. See stuff that's been swept away by the storm itself, and then the storm surge that followed. Property damage, though, is only one aspect of it. A lot of people were damaged mentally as well and physically, and you'd get things where middle class people would have their homes destroyed and were displaced. Poor people would have their homes destroyed and being displaced as well. But at the same time, most of the time I spent talking with and hanging out with the kids in the orphanage, just trying to cheer them up and be a bit of a positive role model. So I went as a passive observer with my camera, but then 15 minutes when I arrived afterwards, one of the kids is like, "You want to go play Scrabble?" It's like, yes. So I found myself completely wrapped up in what I was doing while still making a film, but it being a holistic experience.
Yeah. So in a way, do you feel like you are telling their story?
I feel a great obligation to try and get their story heard, because it is such an amazing story of survival and overcoming such in adversity.
Okay. And how do you think education and travel go hand in hand?
I don't think that you're truly educated until you've traveled, because I think that it's very easy to be in a bubble of a society where you think the world because you've seen it through just a very specific lens, whereas changing cultures and switching to a place where you don't understand anything makes you take a mirror back to your own self and culture and realize that you have so much more to learn.
Exactly.
So I think that it does go hand in hand. I wish I could make everybody travel into and witness places, things that challenge their worldviews.
Definitely.
So I think it is an expansion of worldview in addition to straight up education.
Good. And why do you think I should be the winner of the Amazing Travel Scholarship?
Well, I know that you have done some traveling, and from the very first time I met you, I sort of sensed that broadened worldview within itself and an openness to understanding and experiencing the world. So I think that tying in your education to travel will make you a cultured individual, and I'm hoping that you can double that with your media knowledge and make some positive changes in the world, right? At the very least, tell others stories like the vanishing cultures or social issues that are relevant but maybe underrepresented, or at the very least fairly representing what you put in your films.
Exactly.
Because of what you see. So.
All right, thank you so much, Rob Hillstead, everyone. Cool, thanks so much.